Welcome to the Deep Dive. We sift through, all the noise to bring you the sharpest insights, the really fascinating stories. And today, we're diving headfirst into something pretty electrifying happening in global music, specifically the amazing rise of P-pop, that's Filipino pop, if you're just joining us. And we're looking at the artists really pushing its boundaries. We've got some great material here, analysis, even some audio excerpts, all about a huge milestone for Filipino music. And trust me, this isn't just like a new song or another concert. It's a story with real rhythm and, implications way beyond the stage.
We want to explore what this event signifies, not just for SB19, but, for the wider music industry, for cultural exchange, and maybe most importantly, how it carves out a whole new path for future Filipino artists. It's about seeing those deeper ripple effects that one strategic move can really kick off.
Absolutely. And the core news today, the things that's got everyone talking, is SB19. Their global footprint is already pretty undeniable, right? They're heading to Qatar October 17. Now, if you're thinking, okay, another concert, just hold that thought for a sec, because everything we're looking at makes it super clear. This is way, way more than just another gig announcement. It feels like a potential game changer for P-pop. So let's really dig into that idea, a breakthrough moment. The sources we have, they don't just call it a concert. They stress it's more than just another concert announcement. And the key phrase is breakthrough moment for P-pop. So for you listening, thinking about the global music scene, what makes this event such a big deal beyond just ticket sales?
That's exactly it. It's so much more than just revenue or crowd size for one night. The really compelling thing here is how SB19, with every new country they successfully enter, they're basically creating a roadmap for other Filipino artists to follow. Think of it less like just showing up to perform and more like an expedition. They're not just reaching a place, they're charting the course, figuring out the terrain, spotting the challenges, and crucially, proving it can be done. So it's not just about their success. It's pioneering. It's giving real proof of concept for the whole genre. Testing the waters internationally for P-pop.
An expedition. I like that analogy. Not just a tour stop. And what really jumps out is this almost historic label attached to it. The material we looked at notes as SB19 is very deliberately moving beyond the traditional Western and Asian scenes. And using that vivid phrase from the source, planting their flag in the Middle East. So this isn't just another random pin on the map. It's a very calculated geographic move. What does that mean strategically? Planting a flag in a place like the Middle East.
Well, the strategic importance of going into a market like the Middle East, you really can't overstate it. And it challenges some pretty ingrained assumptions in the music business. For a long time, the global music story has often felt very West-centric, right, with maybe a strong secondary focus on established Asian markets like East Asia. So for P-pop to make inroads in a non-traditional market like Qatar, it fundamentally questions where music genres can actually thrive. Where global trends come from, it shows their appeal is broadening, clearly moving beyond just established cultural or language ties. Yes, there's significant Filipino diaspora there, and that's a factor, absolutely. But this is also about actively building new audiences, proving P-pop has universal appeal. It's a statement, really. It says, our music connects globally, forget the old market definitions. It's cultural discovery for them and for the new audience, too.
Right, and it's important to remember, like you said, this isn't their first international trip. Our source mentions their Simula at Waka's World Tour has already proven SB19's global appeal across multiple countries. So they've done the groundwork, built that following. Given that foundation, how does adding a new sort of non-traditional place like Qatar, how does that specifically change or amplify their global story? What extra dimension does this specific move add?
What gets highlighted in our readings is a really crucial point. Each new country they conquer makes the next expansion easier, more credible, and more exciting for international promoters. Think of it like gathering data points, really valuable ones, proof. A successful show in Qatar isn't just a one-off. It's powerful evidence of their growing credibility, their skill in managing complex logistics in different cultures, and their proven ability to engage fans in markets they haven't tapped before. So imagine you're a promoter thinking about bringing in a big international act. Seeing a successful run in Qatar, that significantly lowers the risk for future SB19 tours, and by extension, maybe for other P-pop artists down the line. It adds serious weight and momentum to their whole global strategy, makes it much more attractive, more reliable for venues, festivals, promoters everywhere. It's like their global resume just got a massive boost.
So it's not just about the performance then, is it? It's also about all that incredible, almost invisible stuff happening behind the scenes. The material we looked at points out international touring at this level takes serious logistics, local partnerships, and major promotion support. What does that really tell us about the machinery behind SB19? Beyond just their talent as artists.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And this is where you see they've built a genuinely robust international infrastructure. Announcing a Qatar show isn't just about their talent or their amazing fans. It proves they've got the operational muscle, the capabilities that go way beyond being just a successful Filipino group. We're talking about a seriously organized professional team, one that can handle incredibly complex planning visas, local rules, understanding audiences, finding the right local partners, executing big promotional campaigns in totally unfamiliar places. That implies a level of, organizational skill and deep understanding of the global music business that's really impressive. It shows they're not just artists, they're a well-managed global operation. It's that kind of sophisticated structure, that scaffolding, that supports real, sustained international growth.
Which brings us to this really powerful statement from our sources, one that kind of reframes how you, the listeners, should maybe see this whole movement. It says, you're not just fans, you're witnesses to music history in the making. That's quite a statement, isn't it? It invites you to think about your role, not just as someone enjoying the music, but as someone watching these huge transformative shifts happening right now in the global music world. It feels bigger than just one song or one concert. It's a moment for P-pop itself.
And that framing is absolutely critical. It really speaks to the potential long-term impact. Our sources suggest, look, if SB19 pulls off a strong performance in Qatar, they could spark a brand new chapter for Filipino music's global expansion, which naturally raises a big question. What kind of ripple effect does that create? Not just for SB19, but for the whole P-pop ecosystem. We could be talking about an entire genre getting unprecedented access, recognition, in totally new markets. Imagine the doors that could open for so many other Filipino artists dreaming of a global stage. K-pop has brilliantly forged its own global path. P-pop seems to be developing its own unique blueprint, one that fits its culture, its artistry. And this step into Qatar feels like a really key part of building that blueprint. It could really accelerate things for the whole musical movement.
So what does this all mean for you listening, and maybe for the future of global music? We've kind of traced this journey from what looks like a simple concert announcement on the surface to something deeply strategic, a move that could genuinely redefine a whole genre's global reach. It really is about opening doors, isn't it? Not just for SB19, but for an entire musical movement. It shows the power, the versatility, the universal appeal of Filipino talent. It's a testament to their vision, their hard work, and yeah, it's happening right now, right in front of us. So just to quickly recap what we've dived into today, SB19's upcoming Qatar show. It's not just another tour date, it's being framed as a historic breakthrough for P-pop, a deliberate strategic move beyond the usual Western and Asian markets. And maybe even more importantly, it's solid proof of the serious, sophisticated global infrastructure that SB19 and their team have worked so hard to build. This feels like a moment of huge pride, huge potential, signaling perhaps a new era for P-pop on the world stage.
Pop's global journey is definitely still being written. Each new step reveals more about its incredible potential. This Qatar show is, without a doubt, a really pivotal moment in that story. We definitely encourage you to stay curious, keep listening, and watch how this exciting new frontier for music continues to unfold. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive.